Hello and welcome back. I'm gonna take you guys through a trip. So before we go to the 1,000-year door, I'm gonna try something new. Remember that cookbook that I picked up in the creepy steeple? Well, I'm gonna quickly go give that to somebody, but in order to do so, I have to accept this trouble. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to do another trouble. Now, don't need to fret. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did way back when I tried doing this kind of let's play thing. The plan here is do the troubles and only show you the important bits. That's it. Like, it's really that simple. Because like I said before, I've been watching King of Skills, like, kind of videos on doing the game. Right now, he's, I think, on the 5th Crystal Star, which is so am I. But the thing is, you won't see my 5th Crystal Star until much later because I'm doing daily uploads. But like, in terms of what we're recording, we're on the same pacing. Just how we're putting it out is different. So, long story short, I'm going to do 3 things before we go to the 1,000-year door and only show you the important parts. 1, this trouble with Zesty. Give the cookbook to Zesty. Give her the cookbook, just like right now. That's it. That's my book. That's the book. And this pretty much just lets you cook 2 items. That is it. Let's see. Ooh, that's different. So the 2 items part happens on each section. I like it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mushroom with honey syrup for any honey mushroom. I thought it was just a honey shroom. Maybe they don't want to... Oh, I just realized why they're censoring... Like, back then it was called shroom. Now it's called mushroom. And the reason why you can't say shroom is because that is just a slang word for shrooms. Like, you know, like... But yeah, long story short, now we can actually cook 2 items at Zesty, and now we can put them in our bag. But now there's 2 more things I want to do before we continue. And I shall show you. This one. An elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet on the roof of Zesty's place. Maybe dangerous. Want to take it on? Yeah, sure. Oh, wait a minute. If I recall correctly, in the original game, when you talk to her on the roof, her theme starts playing, but now it's not, which is different, but not bad. Anyway, long story short, the badge is in Hooktail Castle, but you need to have the Secret of the Wind to get it. So this, I'm not showing you everything. We're going to Hooktail Castle, and I'll show you where it is. Oh, but first, the one thing I should show you is this. I think it's dependent on the number of crystal stars that we show to the door. So now that we've shown up to the 3rd one, we now have a pipe, I think, to Glitzville. That looks like Glitzville to me. But yeah, we're not going there. Okay, we can actually get these items real quick. They're not really much, but it's something. Also, this part. I didn't know about this part, but watch this. When you go down to get the badge, there's a pipe. I found out about that watching the King of Skills Let's Play part. Okay, we're finally here. And basically, as you can see, I just bumped into something. Just get flurry. Blow that away. The elusive badge that she was looking for. And now this is where things get weird. I guess I got a little spoiled when it came to the backtracking mess that they fixed in Twilight Town. Looks like there's none here for Hooktail Castle. I mean, I gotta run all the way back. Alright, and with that, trouble done. You guys probably saw like no more than 2 minutes of that. I've been at this for 20 minutes. So let's see, Miss Mouse is basically saying, promise hear me without getting mad. I was the one who hit the badge. It was a little game. I have to apologize. I knew you'd find it, my handsome cheese hunk. Oh boy. You may have even more badge finding skill than I do. Yeah, there's the theme. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Ooh. Because I'm sure you'll find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now about the reward, let's see. Take this badge you meant to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Attack FX. To Mousy. That you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Hello. Bella's not too happy about that. Miss Mouse joined your party. Yes, she is the optional party member that you can get. You don't have to get her, but this is why you would want. If there's anything anything around, you could just have her sniff around, and she'll point. She'll be like, there should be something nearby. This includes star pieces, treasure, etc., right? Oh, and looks like she has an animation when just anything is nearby in general, right near us. Nice. So it looks like now she has a passive animation whenever you're looking for stuff. Love slap, and then you can steal items by using Kiss Thief. You solved the trouble. Alright, with all that being said and done, which hopefully isn't really too far into the video, let's finally continue the story. Alright, here we go. 4th crystal star. Let's do this. And Miss Mouse is here, even though she didn't help us with this one, but that's okay. She physically couldn't have. Also, sorry about that. I need my desk. But yeah, since even though she didn't help us out, she's still here, and I'm happy that they added that little detail. Now let's see here. That's gonna be go to the right, yeah? Yeah. Which means the 7th crystal star no goes on the top. How interesting. I don't know, I could be misremembering, so don't quote me on certain things, but I don't know, it's just, maybe it's a Mandela effect, maybe it isn't, who knows? Ooh, are we going out to sea? Yes, we are. Sapphire star. Come on, let's go back to Professor Frankly. What do you say? We have to tell him about Princess Peach's email. Yes, we do. Whoa, yeah. You tell anybody there's a 1,000-year-old demon behind the 1,000-year door, and they're gonna be absolutely shocked. The legendary treasure is the spirit of ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the crystal stars to open the 1,000-year door and resurrect it? Oh, bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. This is rather long, so you better listen well. Alright, here we go. Oh, you're ready? And you there in front of the screen. You listen up too. I mean, I think it used to be called TV. They used to say TV. But I think anybody can play this on anything, so it doesn't really matter. Screen? What screen? What in the world are you talking about? Oh, never mind. Never you mind. Don't worry about the trivial details. Just listen. Hey, 4th wall break. The great cataclysm that destroyed the city which once stood here, will refer to this demon. It said that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by that monster, and that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to legend, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes, but only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and sealed its wicked spirit within the Palace of Shadow, locked behind the 1,000-year door. So here's the thing. I don't know if they've ever talked about the Palace of Shadow before we're actually in the Palace of Shadow. From this, I gather the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So if they are all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. The question is whether or not gathering crystal stars is a danger in of itself. Don't you think it may be best to break them apart and scatter the pieces? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return even if the X-Nauts fail. That sucks. We seal the demon, we gotta collect the stars immediately. Where does the next one? On Keyhall Key. I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits, full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. So we're off to go and... we're off to sea, essentially. So let's talk to some people. Like this distinguished Bomb. Well, there's a ship here. Let's see, who... do I have to talk to somebody here first about Keyhall Key? Flavio. Yes. I think we should talk to Flavio. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I don't want to talk to Flavio. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. So let me explain something to you. Remember that green mouse that was here a few parts ago? Yeah, or when I say few parts, I mean like 10 parts ago. Yeah, well, if you go to him and you give him coins, and then wait a little bit, he'll come back and return your investment by a very large amount. The thing is, I was too preoccupied with the game, the story, and the recording, so I never did it. So if you want to double or triple your coins, go give that man some money. Well, Flavio, what do you want, huh? Who, me you ask about? I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader, the richest man in Rogueport. That's not saying much. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is the man in his life unchained was always yet long for more? What is missing? I must know, what do I lack? I say thrills. Thrills, you say? I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There's nothing like the feeling of being alone on a mountain shivering to death. No, foolish Flavio. Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Yeah, he always messes something up regardless of any of the options that you pick. Hey, hold the horses. That's it. Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. The Pirate King? This is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Romance and thrills and emotion and even money. Do you not know the tale? Ooh, God, this music. This is new music, right? Or maybe it's not new music, they're just placing it here, and they just, obviously, it's remastered. He's got treasure galore, but no one's returned. I'm kind of like half skipping through it because Flavio talks too much. Here's the short end of it all. We convinced Flavio to go to Keyhole Key with his ship, so we can get our crystal star and he can get rich and maybe die. Hand it over, rather, I mean show me your treasure map. Stop showing this invaluable thing, Mario. You mean to steal my treasure, you awful man. You're looking for things known as crystal stars. Yep. But now I'm thinking a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. He needs romance. Can I ignore business before me? This must be fate at work. Okay. But the rest of the treasure is mine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't give a crap. You have no ship. Ha ha ha! You unfortunate foolish man. Do you know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it'll be massive and glorious. Yeah, we already saw it at the harbor. You talk too much. Take your damn stone. Oh, God. Okay, now people are on the ship. Oh, great. You. Hi, you. Pleased to meet, your acquaintance. Be-hee-hee-hee. That's all he says? Bitch. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you for such a horrible disguise. They call that guy Four Eyes. He's one of the sailors coming with us to Keyhole Key. I still feel like I've seen him somewhere before, though. Maybe I'm just losing it. Yes, so it's you. Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. I feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. Yeah, the SS Flavion, the ship made of turds. Stop talking. Like, I know, like... Okay, you want to hear a funny story? So you guys know Pirate Software? He goes by Thor, and he was talking about how... he's actually made it really big on Twitch and everything like that. And there was one story that I just started laughing my ass off, which was, one of the people who negatively reviewed his game. I think it was called Heartbound. That's what his name. That's what his game is called. Heartbound. And what happened was, one of the negative reviews said that, oh, this game has no story. And Thor goes, what do you mean? There's no story. The story's right there. You just have to read. And then the guy goes, oh yeah, I didn't read anything. I just skipped all the text. And he was just floored, and I was dying of laughter when I saw that, because it's like, basically, if everything is text-based, people are just gonna skip the text and say that there's no story. That's what we've come to in terms of gaming. People now want their story told via cutscenes, essentially. And if it's not in cutscenes and it's in text like this, then they're not gonna read it. They're gonna be like, oh, there's no story, and it's so stupid that there's no story. And that's just stupid in of itself that people don't want to read. Honestly, I actually think it's because people are now illiterate, but I digress. Anyway, long story short, after all that text, because that's just too much text, okay? Like, it's just Flavio's annoying, but they nailed the character pretty well. Long story short, we need to go find a navigator. We don't have one. So we're gonna go find a guy called Admiral Bobbery. And he lives here. But the thing is, though, he doesn't like going out to sea, so we have to find a way to convince him. So let's go try and convince him. See, that was literally it. That was the take. I mean, obviously we had to, you know, put stuff for the sake of the story. So this is his house, but his door's locked. I wish I could just bust it down. Oh, hold on, maybe this. Open up. God damn it. I'm not used to it because now the Yoshi works a little differently. You have to build up momentum. It's not just from 0 to 100 anymore. Also, did I get this one? I did. Okay. Yeah, it's not 0 to 100. You have to build up momentum. Don't worry, though. This is how you get into the house. Hello. He actually noticed me. What do you blokes want? Yeah, he's British. You seek Admiral Bobbery? Oh, I love his text bubble, like, sound effect. It's nice. Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. Now, away with you. Nah, I'm gonna take the shine sprite that's in your cabin. Okay. That is Admiral Bobbery, by the way. He's just lying to us because he's an asshole. So now we talk back to Flavio. Strange, I would ask someone who's knowledgeable about the neighborhood about this. Okay, so never mind. So you don't talk to Flavio. You're supposed to talk to Frankly. I'm stupid. Hold on. There we go. Now we're here at Frankly. Bobbery. That old sea dog was to the right of my house if you're facing the front. They say he was a great, an important sailor long ago. Yeah, so he's lying to us, of course. But I thought I had to backtrack to Flavio. I'm dumb. Alright, you. We know you're Bobbery. I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about now, if you please. Don't play dumb with us. We already know that you are Admiral Bobbery. What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job. So sorry, we have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea. What? We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. But look, we're begging you here. You totally have to. You're the only one that can guide our ship to Key Key. This is serious stuff. Awfully sorry, dear fellows, but when I say no, what I mean is no. Away with you. Okay. Don't worry. I know how to talk to. Why is he weirded about the sea? We gotta find someone who knows this guy. What his malfunction is. Hey, Goombella. I don't know if... Did I learn it from the original game? I don't know if she's ever said that before, because I don't remember every single word of dialogue for Thousand Year Door. But if she said it in the original, then it makes sense why I say, like, when I insult people, I go, what is your malfunction? Or I go, how do you function, right? Hello, Podley. You say Bobbery won't go to sea? Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is, you folks really want Bobbery back on the water? Yep. Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad. You'll probably end up crying. But I'll tell you if you really want me to. Please do. Here we go. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Oh, I can't wait to hear the music. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. Oh, they definitely changed the music. It used to be this usual sad music for this game, right? But they changed it for him. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could. All was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was particularly icy winter when it happened. She fell ill. A virus, a passing cold, no one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He never gone out to sea since. Damn. That really is sad. That's the saddest tale I've ever heard in my life. No wonder. I remember, here's the other thumbnail for when I did this part way back when. And I used the meme. It was amazing. And now Goombella just kind of recreated the meme. Yes, we have no choice. We need the crystal star. If you're that determined, I'll give you this. An old letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery just before she departed. I think, emphasis on think, don't quote me on this. The letter, the description of the letter in the original game was the last words of Scarlet that she wrote on her deathbed. It was her last request to give the letter to him. I just couldn't bring myself to present the letter yet. And now that's pretty much it. That's the tale. The reason why I didn't skip through this, because this isn't fluff. This is whatchamacallit. This is character development. Right, this is actual engaging story, not Flavio running his mouth like an asshole. Hello, Bobbery, we're back. What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Nope, this is for you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet, this is Scarlet's handwriting. Here we go. Scarlet, my love. I love you. Reading this letter, I'm no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I've decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were at sea. I can only assume you will blame yourself for it. Although my life was short, you gave me more joy than a lifetime's worth of joy. What? No, I didn't read that right. Boo. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Do not lose both of your life's love. 1,000 pardons. May I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, please. Take your time. Weep like a baby in your bed. You need to. I was happy. Oh, he tips his hat! Oh, that's so cool. You're looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Key. Yep. If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Awesome! I must inspect before we leave. I shall meet you there. Yep, go for it. Ah, that was awesome. I'm glad they did that scene justice. And even so, like, I think the best nod was Mario tipping his hat. Oh, wow. That was so good. That was really good. They revamped such an emotional scene and made it even stronger. I love it. But this is where we're calling it apart. I don't know what it's gonna look like, so I'm sorry if it's too long, because I, you know, sidetracked and stuff with the other things, which I thought would only take a couple of minutes worth of editing, but that's besides the point. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And please help me by hitting all the buttons that help me. I don't want to be thrown to the dogs. Please. And of course, be sure to take care of yourselves, okay?